Ginger Vision presents Red Centre Rumble.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Red Centre Rumble. This is AfterSHOCK, and it's our first filmed version of AfterSHOCK.
Wow, the premiere filmed edition of AfterSHOCK.
Yes, the premiere on YouTube of AfterSHOCK.
Nice, I like it.
So exciting, and what better way to kick that off than with our AfterSHOCK review of Survivor Series WARGAMES from WWE.
No, can you do it again?
WARGAMES!
I'll pay that one, that was good.
Yeah, that was good actually, I was surprised myself. WWE, if you're looking for an announcer after Samantha left.
Yeah, got a new...
Just got to pay for my work visa.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot that happened. It was only 5 matches, so it's a shorter pay-per-view or Premier Live event than we're used to, but...
2 long matches.
So we saw no women's championships defended, but we saw 3 other titles defended. So we'll start with the first match, which was the women's War Games match. Yeah, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Naomi, and Bayley.
Yeah.
Bang, there we go. Against, and this was interesting because it had 2 women's champions in it. So we had the women's world champion, Liv Morgan, with her offsider Raquel Rodriguez in their version of the Judgment Day, teaming with women's WWE champion Nia Jax, with Candice LeRae. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton, the women's Money in the Bank. So yeah, this was a solid match. Lots of rivalries, lots of feuds, lots of mistrust.
All right, so talking points out of this match, you were saying some tension?
Yes, some tension. So we had almost a teased Money in the Bank cash-in from Tiffany Stratton.
We did.
Which I think was awesome. I was there for it. I was kind of hoping it happened.
What does she carry the Money in the Bank contract in?
A briefcase. What?
A suitcase?
I like my suitcase. It was good. It was a surprise because she had it hidden away in the trash can.
She did.
And she was digging it out, and people were like, oh, what's she going for? And then, out comes this thing, and I think everyone was like, oh my God, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then that was the distraction needed, I think, to turn the tides against her own team.
How was she foiled?
So Io Sky came in with the big fire extinguisher gas bomb. She went crazy with it. She was shooting it up in the air all over the place.
Did Michael call a personal fire department or something?
Yeah. And her own fire brigade.
Yeah.
And then in that distraction, Rhea managed to cuff Raquel Rodriguez to the ropes.
Yes.
And that stopped her from preventing Rhea Ripley from managing to do her move Riptide from the top of the turnbuckle through the table on Liv Morgan for the pin.
Now, Tiffy and Io had another big spot as well from the top of the War Games cage.
So Io Sky climbed all the way to the top with a custom painted trash can.
Purple and sort of neon green with a strap to carry it.
Yes. Yeah. She came prepared. So she went up the top. The trash can was sitting up there for a while, but then she eventually got back up there to grab it. She dove off while Tiffany Stratton dove off from the other corner onto the other team. So, what did you think of the match?
It was good. It was a good opener. Yeah.
Yep, good opener. I think it took a while to get going, but once Io Sky got in there, she really brought the excitement up.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's great. And I think she's been in the most...
She's been in every women's War Games match in WWE.
Yeah, so she's the War Games specialist.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, cool. Next match was the United States Championship match, which was between a returning and new look Shinsuke Nakamura.
I like his new theme music.
Yeah, it was cool. It's like a reworked version of the very popular theme music that we all loved.
It's kind of like an old school sort of Japanese 15th. That's probably the wrong century.
It's a bit
whatever
like,
century, but
it's like slowed down and almost more instrumental rather than...
Yeah. There's no big guitar solo.
Yeah.
Because Eric Boogs is gone
now. Yeah, so that was cool. He had a great entrance, great new look. And
Sith eye makeup sort of thing, right?
Yes,
Is that
Sith
people
Lord
are calling
Shinsuke.
him Sith Lord? Okay.
Yeah, Sith Lord Shinsuke. Okay. And then we had the defending champion was LA Knight, who's been on a pretty popular run, was defending his title, but since Shinsuke's return and basically targeted LA Knight, it seemed like LA Knight was really on the back foot. And that resulted in tonight Shinsuke being crowned US champ for the 3rd time in his WWE career.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I really wanted that to happen.
Crowd was into it, right? They like Shinsuke.
Yeah.
They like the new version.
And I've said before, Shinsuke's always been cheered, whether he's a heel or a face.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, he's just popular. He's great. In the ring, he's amazing.
Yeah, well, they literally had to change his theme music, not this new version, but his old version, to stop people from singing along when he was a heel, because they didn't want people singing along because he's a heel. But people still sang along because it was awesome, and they love Shinsuke.
Yeah. Yep, so that's cool. And he's deserving of a title.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put any title on him and he'll do great stuff with it. So
where next for La Knight?
La Knight, well, I believe maybe they are priming him to challenge against Cody.
Okay, how was his run as US champion?
It was good. He had some solid defences. So it'd be good to see somebody new take on Cody Rhodes. Bit of a fresh angle.
Mm-hmm.
The next match was the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, which had Bron Breakker defending against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah, so this was a good match.
Yeah,
this was
hard-hitting.
hard-hitting, yeah. We saw some great spots from everyone. Ludwig Kaiser has kind of inserted himself into this feud between Bron Breakker and Sheamus. Or Bron Breakker.
Yeah, you and your Bron Breakker.
Well,
this is again.
That it's English. There's 2 Ks in it, so it changes the sound. Okay? That's the English correction. Pronunciation.
All right, Mr. Thesaurus
we like
over
to
here.
speak the English language, yeah.
Okay.
So yes, it was good. I actually was surprised that Bron defended and retained.
Yeah.
I thought that Ludwig might win it.
Oh, and then you'd have a power group.
Yeah, something like that. I thought, siding with Gunther in the Imperium. But yeah, it was good, solid.
Yeah, I noticed that when Sheamus did the... he was outside the ring and he did the thing where you come behind, you do all the punches and the crowd counts along. He went to 11 instead of 10.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was just
Yeah,
don't know why, but
Irish people don't know how to count.
but maybe we're going to lose all these things. Another thing on Irish people, how common are shillelaghs? Because I'd never heard of it before. Finlay had one, and now Sheamus has got one. Like, are people I don't know? Do people walk around with shillelaghs in Ireland? Is it a thing?
Common thing?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be like a Dublin thing, but is it like a country island thing? Do you? Yeah. Anyway.
Well, there was another Finlay reference where Michael Cole said, "Yes, Sheamus loves to fight," and that was Finlay's music. Finlay was his entrance music.
That's correct.
What is it? My name is Finlay, and I love to fight.
Yeah, and that went into a little a jaunty jig sort of thing.
Cool. All right, the third match was the World Championship match, World Heavyweight. Championship match. Gunther defending against a challenging Damian Priest, looking to reclaim his title that he lost back at SummerSlam to Gunther, and he wanted to do it. I think Gunther was feeling doubts that he had won it legitimately because of the interference of Finn Balor at SummerSlam.
That's true.
Give Damian his championship opportunity.
The Archer of Infamy.
Yeah. The toxic toxopholite.
That's right.
The toxic toxopholite against the Ring General.
Yeah. Now, do you know for Gunther matches, they sell special category of tickets?
Oh, really? What are they?
General admission.
This was probably the most technical match of the night. We saw some submission holds. Gunther was really breaking down Damian Priest's use of his arm, which took away his ability to perform his finisher move, which I'm not sure what it's called.
Okay.
But yeah, that was good. And then but we also had the interference of Finn Balor yet again.
Yeah.
No, Damian Priest got put to sleep, basically.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So Finn Balor interfered and did his... what's the move? The drop. The stomp.
Is it a coup d'etat or something?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
It's a coup something, isn't it? I don't know.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So he used that while Damian Priest was on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, that's right, because Damian Priest pushed Gunther into the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
They were on the turnbuckle. And then Damian Priest fell. And then it kind of seemed like maybe that was a mess up because the crowd were shouting. Yeah. And that's where Finn Balor came along.
Yes. Yeah. Come from the crowd. Did the coup de grace. But then he was like boasting to the crowd, and out of nowhere, Gunther did a big boot to him, basically.
Yeah, Gunther won, but still hasn't sort of assuaged, if that's the right word, his guilt.
Yeah, and I think
assuaged.
I think he's the type of person that wants to win. Like, you know, he never relied on the help of the Imperium to win.
Okay.
And he likes to do things by himself, so maybe we'll see him confront Finn Balor. Alright, and that brings us to the main event.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Who's in it? Oh, who's in it without all the graphics?
Right, now I think I can do this.
Alright, do it, because I definitely can't.
I
can do one team, not the other.
Yeah, we have the Bloodline feud that has continued on. So we have one team.
Can I do the OG?
Okay, you want to do the OG?
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had the OG Bloodline of
Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, the Usos, and
Usos, yeah.
CM Punk.
Yeah. So that's 5. There you go. So 5 there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had taking on Solo Sikoa, Bronson Reed, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, this was a great match. We saw Roman Reigns teaming with CM Punk after his return at the request of Paul Heyman. CM Punk making it clear that he came back not for Roman but for Paul Heyman, because he's the original Heyman guy, right? Is that right?
Yep. I don't know if he's the original, but he's...
Well, that's what he claims.
Okay.
So, you know...
He's the one who started saying, I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah.
And that's where the T-shirt sort of generated.
Yeah, so that's where it happened. Yeah. Cool, okay. So, we saw in this match, it was pretty hard-hitting. It was back and forth. We didn't really know who was going to win. Then, much like another Survivor Series, the tribe had spoken, and Solo Sikoa was eliminated.
So putting in Survivor references.
His fire was snuffed.
Oh my god.
And Roman Reigns stood tall as the OTC, the original tribal chief, to reclaim his position as... Well, I guess he's reclaiming his position. I don't think he was officially on the line or anything, but now he's got the claim to fame.
He wasn't wearing the thing, though, the stick, so that's really probably disrespectful, whatever it's called. I'm not sure what it's called.
Yeah, the red ceremonial decoration around the neck.
Yeah.
We're not sure what it's called, but yeah.
Good storytelling in this match.
Yeah.
I think that was probably the best part. So I think the whole element of CM Punk and Roman Reigns, that was probably the interesting bit for me.
Yep.
So we saw some stuff there. So like CM Punk was all ready to go out of the cage and enter into the ring for WarGames, but Roman Reigns put his arm across and stopped him from going.
Yep.
And sent one of the Usos out, I think, instead, wasn't it?
It was Sammy.
Sammy sent Sammy out instead. And then there was like this moment where like CM Punk's like sulking in the cage,
which wasn't hard for him to.
No, that's his default mode. So yeah, that was good. And then there was little moments in the sort of ring. So there was a bit where I think Roman Reigns accidentally speared Punk. Is that correct?
That's right. Yep. Punk had, I can't remember who he had on the shoulders for GTS.
Yep.
But then Solo dodged Roman's spear and he inadvertently speared CM Punk.
Yeah. And there was another moment which I think was the highlight of the whole pay-per-view for me, was where Bronson Reed was up on the very top of the cage and Roman was laid across a table. And while Bronson was in midair, Punk pulled Roman Reigns off the table, and Bronson broke the table in 3. Yeah. So the middle section of the table just went boom, straight through. That was awesome. Yeah, that was cool. Really good. So yeah.
Yeah, it was good. There was lots of good moments in this match, and like you said, it was really great storytelling.
Yeah, and so Solo Sikoa got his comeuppance.
Yep. So he basically got attacked by everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
So he got the super kicks from the Usos. He got the haluva kick from Sami Zayn.
Now, what is it? What is that? Is that some sort of Syrian word? Haluva? Is that?
It's a variation of pronouncing helava.
Yeah, which I totally didn't know. For years, I thought it was some sort of Syrian word.
Yeah. So then, after the haluva kick, then CM Punk put him up on his shoulders for the GTS.
Yeah.
And then Roman speared him to finish him off.
What do you give the show overall? We don't do ratings, but what would you say?
I think it was a solid Survivor Series.
Yeah, I think the two matches were good.
I think that since they've brought and aligned War Games with Survivor Series. It's rejuvenated the brand, basically. Yeah. Also, Survivor Series is the second longest Premier Live event after WrestleMania.
Is that a fact? I didn't know that.
They had their graphic up at the start of the show.
Before the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know
Second longest Premier Live event, only after WrestleMania. Next for us, when is the next event? There's the Ring of Honor event, right?
Now you'll see us for Final Battle. So we'll see us one more time this year for Final Battle.
So that'll be our first Ring of Honor show.
Yeah.
Which is cool. We're branching out.
Hammerstein Ballroom's awesome.
Yes, that'd be cool.
That's the famous venue, I think, where the first Raws were filmed, I want to say, Manhattan Center, and where ECW One Night Stand was filmed. Yep.
So such a memorable sort of looking location.
Yeah, it's just a nice, small kind of, but rowdy.
But then like 3 levels of stands, right? It's good. Really close. Yeah. Again, ready for my sign-off.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Do you want to do a drum roll?
Oh, you do
I don't know. Okay, here. There's no
like,
room, all right?
Sound like tiny drums.
There's not much room. You can't see because we're hiding my legs. You can see my knee. So that was a great show. Yep.
But for all the latest rumblings, head to our socials. We've got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Blue Sky, Threads, YouTube, and Spotify. Is that everything? That's 7. I didn't know we were on 7. Look for us on those and follow us for we're watching our YouTube edition for extended content and more in-depth analysis. Head to our Spotify.
You went on too long at the end and ruined it. So.
No, I did not ruin it. I got to promote. Well, thanks for surviving this long for our episode and seeing the end.
That was good. I'll pay that. You salvaged it. At the end,
salvaged it. Yeah. Cool. All right. See you next time for our preview of Ring of Honor. What is it? Final Battle.
Mm-hmm.